and create a team to exchange document, to exchange tasks, etc. So I can go here, and you know that because I guess you have used that. And I can select a class. I will write T1. Okay, and I can describe my team, and then I can add whoever I will collaborate with. Here you find student teacher, it doesn't matter. For example, I will add, for example, Shayma and Muna, and I can add whatever, Sheikha, for example. Okay, so this, I have a project, I have a task, and I want to collaborate with them. So I create a specific team, and then I can add, you know, exclude, add whoever I want. So here you go. My team has been created, as you can see here. It's called T1, and then I can manage my team. I can add members, I can remove members, I can edit, I can delete even these teams after I finish all the tasks. Now what is interesting, when you click on these teams, you find a full collaboration dashboard. So we can chat, we can like in Facebook, we can communicate, we can meet here, as you can see. This is very important. You can meet and we can chat. So we have a full menu here. So the first thing that we will do is, as university or as a knowledge-based organization, the outcomes of any meeting, any project is a set of document, and it's very important to know how to manage the document that we exchange. So this is the first part of the lecture. So you know that at the University of Boreni we have a shared folder to exchange document. This is very good, but we have sometimes difficulty to access to these document from outside the university, and this will make some problems in the collaboration sometimes. So in Teams, it contains what we call the documentation management system that can be used to share document, to work on document collaboratively. So if you see here, and I'm sure many people know that, so there is an icon called file here. So if you go to this file, you find a lot of items here. So you can create a folder, you can upload the file, you can synchronize with OneDrive, you can copy the file, you can download the file. So it's like a file management system ready for this. And you know, in any department, in any, as I said, in any meeting, it's about documentation. So if I want to create a folder, just you can go here, create folder, for example, or the meeting one, for example. And then in that folder is created, and anybody in this team T1. So remember, I have 3 people in this. If I want to run the team, I have 3 people here. Okay, I am the administrator, and this Sheikha is a member, Muna, etc. And I, for example, can make Sheikha as owner of this team here. She become the owner. I can become member. So this is, I can add member, I can search for member, etc. So each member of this team can access to this document which are here. So here I have the folder. I can go up under the general channel. I will talk about the channel later. So here we have, you can create as much as possible folder. You can upload document automatically. Here what I can do, I can upload directly a document, or I can use the upload document. For example, here I will upload 3 documents here under the general channel, and also you will see they will be uploaded. And I can, for example, if I want to upload under this folder, I can do it. And anybody, I can do it also here in meeting. I can upload file, full folder, as you can see. I can also synchronize with OneDrive because in Microsoft Team we have a OneDrive, also the cloud system. We can synchronize. So whatever you do it on OneDrive, also it's reflected here in Teams. So as you can see, very easy. This also folder is accessible from any device. So even outside the campus, you can access to your folder. Accessible, of course, by only the team's members, so don't care about the security or privacy of the document. And it's what is amazing also, you can collaborate on the production of the document. So it's not only a tool to exchange document, we can collaborate. Shaima, can you hear me? Yeah, Shaima, can you open are you with us in the training? Can you open the
Yes,
trainer
sir,
task? Yeah, please open the task trainer task planner. This file. Can you open it? This one.
Yes, let me try.
Okay, just to show you how we can collaborate. Now I'm opening the file from my side. Shaima also will open it from her side, and we can collaboratively work on the same document and fill the same document as a team. We can make also the document public, so anybody can communicate. So we can collaborate on the production of such document on real time. So if, for example, Shaima open the document, we will see that I can add something here, she can add at the same time. So we produce the same document, we work collaboratively on the same document. So there is no need to update a document, send it by email, send it back, and we have 1,000 versions, and then we will be lost. And also no need to put the document on the share folder, and then it's not accessible from outside. So this is very, very interesting. As you can see here, you see Shaima is working, and we see her name here, S, and also I can work on the same folder. So we can work collaboratively, and this very, very efficient. So you can imagine we save the time of exchanging the document. Please update, then we can work collaboratively from anywhere, anytime on the same document. Okay, so this is very, very important. When we close, the document is saved, of course, and it's one copy of document. So this is really, really interesting. So we save the time of updating of multiple version and the mistake. You update the document and I update, and then how to merge or to consolidate all these documents. So all of this headache is solved. This is the beauty of, it's not only about documentation system, it's about collaboration system. The same thing, you can add whatever document, PDF, Excel, you know, whatever you want, you can add it here, and then you can share it with your colleague. You can work collaboratively with your colleagues on the document, and it's one copy of the document. You can back up, for example, if I want to download here, I download the document. I can rename all, I can move to a folder, I can copy, I can do whatever I want. So all of these are available like you are working on your desktop with the file management system. So this is basically very, very important. So just now I want you to go and to create a team for your department, for your college, for your committee, for your project. Create a team and add members as I did, and then go to file and create some folders and upload some document and check with your team if they can access document, work collaboratively on one of the document you selected, and you will see. For example, here what I'm using the department here in the file, I have all the documents here. They're organized, and then everybody work on the document. We have all the documents saved here. Of course, we save them also on the share folder, but for purpose of collaboration, everything is also saved here. We can synchronize also with the share folder or with the OneDrive. But here we have one copy, everybody can work on it, no problem. We minimize the exchange of emails, attachment of the document. So whatever we need to somebody update, if I upload the document here, you see we have the name, who uploaded, the time, etc. So it's very, very interesting. So I guess you know this part because you have used this part with the student and in the meeting, and I guess you took advantage of the file management system also of Microsoft Teams or documentation management system. But if you don't use it, it's an opportunity to know about it. Again, it's accessible. It's a document management system or file management system from A to Z, but it gives you the collaboration part. You're gonna tell me, yes, if we have the share folder, also we can update it, but in share folder, if somebody is updating the document, the other person cannot update it, so it will be locked. And the other thing also, this share folder is not accessible from outside the university. And if you have I have the Teams on my mobile phone, so I can access to everything from my mobile phone, from my smart TV, any smart device, because we have the Teams, it's ubiquitous system that is available on other device, not only. If I have a rush and I want to see a document, I don't need a PC in front of me, so I can open the Teams application and then I can read the document. And this, we cannot do it using the share folder. So I hope this part of Microsoft Teams, it's an extra, and I hope that in the future we migrate from the share folder to Microsoft Teams or OneDrive, and then we collaborate efficiency in our documentation management system. Now, let me, I hope that you are practicing while I'm talking. Now, what happened here, if you're gonna tell me, okay, inside my teams, I have sub-teams and I want to share a document with some person, but I don't want to share this document with the other person from the same team. This is very simple. I go here and what I do, I can add channel. There is channel. So what we have in Teams, basically we have a team which contain all the members, but also I can add a channel here, and you will see a channel is a private channel. But I can add, for example, I can see, for example, here sub T1. I can add sub T1, and then I select here it's private channel. I can give a description, and I can create a private channel. And among my team member, I can, for example, select only Mona can access to this private channel. So this is really interesting. And then under this private channel, I can add the files that only me, and you see this log here, only me, for example, and Mona can access to this sub channel inside this team. So we don't need to create basically 100 teams, because we have privacy, security, etc. Under the same team, you can divide this document between me and Mona, this document between me, for example, and Shirha, and so on. So we can create sub-teams through this channel. So here in this sub-channel, whatever we share here in files, basically is between these two members, me and Mona. I can create another channel called sub T2. It's another channel under the same team. And then I can, of course, I have to select private, otherwise all the team member can access to it. And then I can select, for example, in that case, Shaima, and then I can add it. So any document, any post, anything under T2 is between me and Shaima under the same team. As I said, you can create whatever number of teams as you want, but also we have a lot here, but also, for example, here we for the ISA also, instead of exchanging document between the ISA shares, etc., on the share folder, and it's confusing, duplicated, etc., etc., it's better also to use these teams to exchange all the document in ISA, the supporting material, etc. And we did it before. When the OAAA panel came, we gave them access to the S standards, and they access to all the documentation. Everything is organized, and quality is about organization. If you are well organized, they can feel that you are good, you are practicing. So it's what we are doing now is the digital transformation of the management, and it's part of the quality assurance. It's about improving the efficiency. So I think this is better if the panel, for example, they want to see all the supporting material for standard 1, they can go there. When they came, we can add them as a member to this, all the standard, of course, and then they can see all the supporting material here for standard 1, all what we, and of course, if they want to go to standard 2, they can see all the supporting material and the processes on standard 2, and they can access remotely, You know, we don't need to give them flash disk. They can also give their comment on, as you see, on the document they can upload. So everything will be done through this thing. So yeah, that's it. This is basically the first part, which is about documentation management. It's a very nice tool where we can manage and collaborate about our document. We can, you know, it's I like not the documentation management part only, but the real-time collaboration. All right. So if somebody update, of course, we can keep a copy and then update. This is very interesting, and also accessible, ubiquitous access from everyone. So please stop me if you have any question. If something is unclear, please stop me because this is the first part. It's about the documentation management, and the next part, which is about task planning, etc. But before moving to the next part, I want to make sure that this is clear. So we have seen how to create a team, how to create a channel, how to create manage files, how to create folder, how to upload documents, how to work collaboratively on these documents with your team members in real time. Basically, these are the main feature of the documentation management of Teams. Any questions so far, please? And I hope that you have practiced also what we have done. You have team in front of you, and then you can play with it. You can add whoever you want. And as I said, you can create team for your department, for your committee, for your project. It's not only for department. You know, you can have many teams, one for committee, one for the department, one for a specific project, one even you know, for a specific small project, you can create a team or channels, and then you manage everything, all this outcome document from this specific committee or department or meeting or project. You can manage it through Teams. Any question?
So, Dr. Walid, this is Hilal from the College of Health Sciences. Thank you so much, Dr. Walid, for this informative session. So, Dr. Walid, I understand from you that in terms of storing the documents and folder, you prefer Teams over the shared folder that we have right now. I know in terms of the collaborative component, of course, the Teams would give you more features in that sense. Of course, the share folder will not give you that. But in terms of storing and putting your documents, do you use Teams, and how safe is that as comparing to our share folder?
Thank you, Doctor, for the nice question. So basically, in terms of storing, I prefer Team, but as a backup, the share folder also is great because it's private server, etc., etc. So, but it doesn't give us the collaboration outcomes that we need. For example, as I told you one time, I need to access to a document during the weekend. I couldn't because it's in the server. In terms of collaboration, also, it's as you can see, Teams also is a file management system. It's exactly like the share folder plus extra collaboration features. So you can access Teams from anywhere, from your mobile, from your home. You don't have this, you know, luxury in share folder. And the privacy also, you can create some sub channel. You can for the privacy because not everybody can access to the share folder and to all the documents. So we can separate, as I mentioned, in terms of channels and the privacy. We can have private channels. Okay, so this in terms of privacy. Now, in terms of security, all these documents, of course, are on the Microsoft Cloud. You know. And I don't think that this is an issue because all our emails are on Outlook, you know, all our secrets. So all our document also sometimes on OneDrive, you know. So and this is secure. The cloud is more secure than I think the local server, because everything is managed by Microsoft and the cloud and so on. And we are moving model, I think, to the cloud as well. So the future is the cloud. So this gives us more elasticity, more accessibility, and I'm pro cloud, than local server. I have IT background, but I know the benefit. So I think it's secure, it's more elastic, it's more advantageous than the shared folder. It's for in terms of accessibility, and is secure as well. But also we can keep the shared folder as backup. We can keep the shared folder as backup. But I can say when, for example, invite the panel during the visit, it's better to present them something like this, groups, standard 1, standard 2. We did it before in other institutions. With all the supporting material very well organized with the time, etc. And then it's better than just give them everything on a flash disk, on a share folder, and then they will be lost. And also, if we give them access to share folder, they cannot access. We have to put all the document on OneDrive or Teams, because it's not accessible from outside. So I prefer this, and it's an improvement. I consider it as improvement because we add, as I said, the layer of collaboration and so on to the feature. Okay, in terms of security, it's secure, and again, all our email are on Outlook, and Outlook is in the cloud. So yeah, I hope I answered your question, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Wali. Thank you.
Yeah, any more questions? So I hope that you have practiced a little bit now. It's a short time, but if you didn't do it now, I hope that you will do it after the session, and you basically progressively you move to this. For example, I show you here in the quality. We are starting doing that progressively. So we have all the document here. We keep the latest version here, the Word document here here, but we keep a copy, of course, in the share folder. We keep a copy in the share folder. Any other question before I move to the next part, which is more exciting than this?
Can I? Sorry, go ahead.
Doctor,
yes.
Please. You're first.
Yes, so can I just a follow-up question, Dr. Walid? So we
Yes.
Maybe this is, I don't know, this is a stupid question, but let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, okay?
No.
So
Yes,
what happened to my
what happened to
yes, what happened to my documents and folders once someone leaves the UOB? Would he or she would be able to move all those folders to his private teams, or what happened to those? Do I still have an access to them? Because some of those folders are still, individual folders, although it's with UOB username and password. So what happened to the folder later on?
Yeah, all the folder will be stored on Teams like they are stored in the share folder. So if somebody, for example, leave the university, we have to make sure we can remove this person from just manage team, and then, for example, here, if I want to remove, for example, Sheikha from or Mona from these teams, just I click here, and she will not access to the content of this specific team, and she will not access to the documents. Now, it's very important. Thank you, Doctor, for the question. It's very, very important now to copy, because even me, I don't trust. So whatever document I have here, we must have a backup. So every day or every 2 days, just what I do, I click all here and download all, and it will be downloaded as basically a zip file. So everything will be downloaded as a zip file. Okay, as you can see, downloaded. But it's another way of communication, of exchanging file. So everybody part of this team are part of the team, and if somebody will leave, this person, we just here remove this person from Teams, and this person will not access to any document. And of course, here don't put your personal document. It's a document related to a project. So the idea here, we have a saving of, again, I'm a Kaizen and Lean practitioner. So we save a lot of email exchange. I know most of the email here, send the document, please update, and you send back to the document, etc., etc. So it's a waste of time by email. And then we can get confused because we have multiple versions of the document. For example, I can create a team for UAC, for example, and then when I type the minute, I can put it here and then ask everybody to come and add their comment. So it's easy. Then I send you the minutes by email, then you change, then somebody else change, and another person update. We are 21 members, so it's headache. Okay, and then you can imagine the number of email exchanged. Please add these, please remove these, etc., etc. So this is an example of waste of time that we can save through this. Just I put the minutes here in Teams, and the team is related to UAC or any other committee, and then everybody collaborate and exchange it from anywhere. They don't need even to be at UOB, because I can do it through share folder, but then you must have access to the share folder. And again, I have a backup here, right? Always download backup. I have a backup on my computer. This is for sure. Please, Mohammed Saad, you have a question? Yeah, thank you, Dr. Hilal.
Yes,
please ask any question. There is no stupid question.
I have one question.
All the questions are smart, Yeah.
So you are syncing OneDrive with the Teams, right?
Sorry?
You are syncing the OneDrive with the Teams, correct?
Yeah, you can synchronize OneDrive with Teams. Yes.
One of the file, I mean, both people are working together, real time.
Yes.
So then finally, where it will be getting saved?
Yes, it's saved automatically.
It's saved back to the OneDrive automatically, or?
Yes, it's
so the
saved
Teams
back
where you
when you
uploaded.
synchronize. Yeah, here, if I have a document and I synchronize my team with OneDrive, whatever I do here, it will be saved on the OneDrive, and whatever I do in OneDrive, it will be saved automatically. Actually, this file is saved on OneDrive, because
My
OneDrive
question is different, Doctor. I mean, the same, suppose training task planner document. You are working and Shaima also working on the same time.
Yes, yes.
So whatever the changes making in that file, it will be getting saved back to the OneDrive. Is it correct or not? This is what I am asking.
If I synchronize, that's correct. If I synchronize, that's correct. But if I don't synchronize, whatever I do here, it will not save it on the OneDrive. But if I synchronize, everything I do here, it will be reflected in OneDrive. And whatever I change in OneDrive, it will be reflected on Teams. Actually, all these files are saved on OneDrive in the backside.
Okay, fine. Okay. Then I just wanted to tell you, I mean, the shared folder access can be accessed from home also by installing the SSL VPN. Yes. I just wanted to tell here.
Yes, but I agree with you. You can access to the VPN, but this VPN, and you have to install the VPN and so on. And then, for example, some people, they have a mobile devices, and here through my mobile devices, I can access also to Microsoft Teams, but I cannot access to the share folder. Yeah. So it's an improvement. It cannot change the. It's an improvement. I consider it as a type of improvement. Anyway, it's all of them are file management system. Yeah.
Thanks, Doctor.
Any other question? Yeah, any other question? So as improvement, this is I'm practicing this on myself and on the department here. Keep the share folder as a backup and progressively move to Teams, and you will see the advantage and the benefit of it. So if you don't have any question, let's move to the next part. Now, Teams, as I said, many people, they took advantage of it, of meetings, but it's a full documentation management system, as I mentioned, and also it's a great tool for planning and for project management. I can say project management. So the next tool here I want to show you here. By the way, Teams can be connected with a lot of applications, as you can see here, and we can see more. A lot of application can be connected. But unfortunately, when we pay for teams and we don't use all the potential of teams, this is I see it's a waste of money, because we have to take advantage of any tool that can help us to improve our task. So one of the tools which is amazing I used is called Task Planner here. So when you go here, you type, go on the three dots here in your Teams, you type planner. Of course, it doesn't appear for me here, but because I have it here, you find Task Planner, just add it to your sidebar. Go and type Task Planner or Planner. So let me remove this. Okay, so just go to the three dots and type Planner or Task Planner. Okay, you find something. The logo of the application is like this, and just you can add it, and you will see it will be added to the left sidebar. And tell me if it's done. Now what you have to do when you type of taskbar, it appears here. You right click and you tap on pin. You click on pin. Why? To keep it on the sidebar, so it will not be hidden each time you move your mouse. So click on pin and it's part of the taskbar. So this is the task planner, and you will see it's an amazing tool that will help us to do a lot of things and to save a lot of time. Please tell me if it's, now you can add a lot of application to Teams. You can add Word, all the Word application, you can add whatever application, Note, Excel, whatever you want. We have a lot of application here that can be added to Team and integrated to Team. And the integration is very important, because when we collaborate, sometimes we are lost if you are using a lot of tools, a lot of software, but here they are integrated together and they are connected. This is also the beauty of Microsoft Teams and all the application that come with it. So did you add the task planner to your Teams, please? This is very important because I want you to practice this right now. So please let me know if you have difficulty to add the task planner. So when you add the task planner here, let me go to my Teams here, right? This is the task planner. You see the plus here. Go to, I created here a T1 team. You find post file. You can add here. You see, you can add the tab here, as you can see. Go and click here, this plus. Okay, and you find again all the application that you can add. And the first one is task planner. Add tasks by planner. Click here. Okay, give it a name. So create a new plan. Okay. I created, I give it a name, for example, training plan 1. Okay. Now we are in the team. We will see how to plan our task. So this is very, very important, because when we are working together in a committee, in a department, we have tasks. We have operation plan and action. And if we meet, we have an action plan after the meeting. If we do an audit, we have an action plan after the audit. Whatever you do, actually will be the outcomes is an action plan, and an action is a task which will be assigned to somebody. And this person also is the owner of this task, has to finish this task within such lapse of time, etc., etc. So everything is actions and tasks. So what is amazing here now inside my team, here I will have some action to perform. And then I need some, after the execution of this task, of course, the project or the meeting or whatever will be successful. So does everyone have this screen in front of you? So it's a project management like planning task. So now in my department or in my team, I have like a project I call the training plan 1. Okay, and then inside the project I have many tasks to accomplish. Okay, so then I will start to add the task. Okay, so for example, make feasibility study. For example, it's amazing here. I can set a date, okay, and I assign this task to somebody. Of course, this person should be inside my team. For example, I can assign this to Shaima and to Sheikha. This task has to be done by Shaima and Sheikha. Okay, and then what happened? This is a task added. Now you click, when you added, you click again, you find this form. So what happened here? It's the full feature of the task. The task is not started yet. It's minimum arc. I can put it at urgent. The starting date is today. The due date is maybe on 17. And I can give a description. This is the feasibility. Okay, and it's assigned. Okay, and then what is amazing here, Sheikha and Shaima, they will have on their team that the task is assigned to them and they will receive that by email. Okay, are you with me?
Yes, Doctor. Could you repeat the task, please?
Yes, I will do it again.
Okay.
But before I do that, I want you to answer this quick. I will put it in the chat. Please go to this survey, Microsoft Forums, and please answer the questions. All of you, please.
Is it a quiz?
It's not a quiz, it's a survey. It's a poll, you know.
Okay.
Go click on it and fill the three. It's a 3 questions. It's a 3 questions. Please
Doctor,
answer
give
this
me
question.
sorry. Something went wrong. It's not open for me.
There's a technical issue with the link.
Normally, I will.
It's not open.
Doctor, we don't have permission to edit this form.
No, you don't need to edit. You fill and you submit.
When I click it to the form, to the link, the picture show me you don't have a permission to edit this form. There is some burden.
Just a minute, please.
Bird. Yes. شينا قطيرة خفيفة جالسة.
Doctor, what's the color of the
I
bird?
think there's a technical issue, Dr. Wade, with the link.
Yeah, no
Maybe
problem.
create a new link.
See the screenshot.
دكتور هلال ممكن اختبار من الدكتور
Try
وليد
this.
يشوفنا نحن داخلين ولا ما داخلين ولا بس يصير متابعين لو ما متابعين.
مو مشكلة. It's not a problem. If you don't access, no problem. Actually, here's 2 people. They have.
Oh yeah, we can see it now. The new link is working. The new link is working for me.
Excellent. So please answer these 3 questions.
3 questions, yes.
And submit. That's good. I have 4 submission now. That's good. Now 5 response. 3 questions. Easy questions. And then I can see also your interaction, you know, with me. So you are behind the screen. So it's a technique of engaging student.
Okay, done.
Okay, so we have 12 answers. Okay, let's do a little bit of analysis of this. So we have basically 3 questions. The first one is how many email you receive or send per day. The second, what is the percentage of reminder email? And this is basically the main point. And how much minutes you spend to write and read emails. So let's analyze the answers and I will take the average. So here I have most of the answer are how many emails? We have 5 emails. I doubt because I receive 100 emails per day.
5,
but let's
my
take,
goodness.
you know, and
I think they meant 50.
50. Anyway, most of them, they receive 5, you know, that's okay. What is the percentage of reminder email? You see, it's 5%. Okay, so if you receive 5 and then 5% of these emails are reminder. Let's do this calculation. So 5 multiplied by 0.05. Okay, so it's 0.25. And then how many minutes you spend to answer this email? 3 minutes. Multiply by 3. 0.75. All right. So this, the number actually, the time spent by every one of you, all right, in minutes, all right, to answer the email, the reminding email, not all the emails, the reminding email, because the email of reminder, what I mean by reminding email, please send the document. Please follow up. It's a reminder. It's a reminder of reminder. We receive such email every day. And all of these emails for me are waste of time. And this waste of time, I'm just calculating it here. And we will see how to solve it. So 0.75 is actually the time, okay, of waste in terms of minutes for the reminder email. How many staff we have in the university? Maybe 250. So we have 187 minutes, okay, per day, yeah? 187 minutes per day to answer the waste reminding email. If I divide by 60, it's 3 hours. Okay, so we are wasting, all of us, 3 hours a day answering the reminding email or sending a reminder email, right? So this is very, very interesting. If let's see 3 hours, if 1 hour of one staff, let's see, is 8 riyal, it's 25 riyal per day. Let's multiply by 255. So the university is losing 6,375 Omani riyal. Time is money, huh? You got me? You got this calculation?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So you can imagine, huh? If the board of directors, they know that. Anyway, you know, I want to give you a bit of story. This is Kaizen, the Kaizen the Lean approach. Inshallah, we'll have another lecture about the Kaizen or the Lean approach. There is just a small story to understand this. There is a guy working in the manufacturing in Japan, and we have 1,000 employees, and they have they do a welding exercise, so they put the glasses. So the employee, the 1,000 employee, the glass is folding, you know, so they have to bring back with their finger. يعني النظارة بتوقع هو بيرجعها بصبع. It's, you ignore it. It's a simple action, right? It's a very simple action. Your eyeglass is folding, and you bring it back with your finger to your eyes. This is very simple action. So the guy did a calculation. He said there is a guy very observing this, and he did a calculation. He said every employee, they did this like 30 times an hour. Okay, and each time they do this, they waste half a second. Okay, so if it's 15 seconds an hour, all right. So each person is wasting 15 seconds an hour, bringing back the eyeglasses to his eyes. Okay, so this is 15 seconds per hour. Multiply by 8. It's 120 seconds. It's 2 minutes for the whole day. Multiply by 1,000 employees. It's 120,000 seconds divided by 60. They spend they waste 2,000 hours. This 1,000 employee, because they bring back the glass to their eyes if it's falling down. Multiply by 255 a day a year. Multiply by $8 or $7. You see the number. It's a big number of money, waste of money, just because of this simple action. So what the guy suggested to the CEO of the manufacturing, he said, let's take an elastic and hold the eyeglass on their head, so they don't need to bring each time to do this useless action, to bring the eyeglasses to their eye. يعني هم النظارة بتوقع هو بيرجعها بصبعه، النظارة بتوقع فربطها النظارة ربطها بإلاستيك كده عشان ما توقع. So you see, the guy saved a lot of money to the CEO of the company because of this simple action that we can ignore it, everybody. This is a waste, but if you accumulate it, it's a big loss, it's a big waste. So the CEO has give this guy the position of quality manager in the, and then this guy tried to find more waste in the action, more waste in time, more waste in the, and improve the efficiency and save money, because time is money, efficiency is saving money, and so on. So just this is what I'm gonna do, and this is the exercise we have today. The exercise we did today is to calculate the quiz is called waste quiz. So we see we calculated it's almost 6,000 Omani Riyal a year, right? Answering and only the email reminder email. You know, please send the document. Please, it's a reminder. It's a reminder of reminder, and this is a simple. Maybe you ignore it, but if it takes 2-3 minutes, you know, it's a time. Time is money, and if you multiply it by the number of staff, and if you multiply it by the number of days, number of hours, number of days in the, it becomes 6,000 Omani Riyal. More than 6,000 Omani Riyal. You can imagine. So the purpose of this is to avoid this. So this is now why we will have this planner. So now let me add another task, because one of the lady asked me to add. So this is my plan. Okay, I can add many plan. This is my project, and this project I have many tasks to be assigned to the staff in my department. So I add a task here. For example, audit. I called audit. Somebody, it's a task. Somebody has to do an audit. I add a task. Then I click it twice again. Then this task I have to assign to somebody. For example, to Sheikh, for example. So this task now is assigned to Sheikha. Okay, and then I can add also another person, Muna, for example. So Sheikha and Muna will do this audit. Okay, now is it urgent? Important? Yes. Starting time today. Due time. I need this document, this audit document, to be done before 18th of March. And I can add a comment. Please do the audit. Okay, and that's it. So this task audit is assigned to Sheikha and Muna, and there is a deadline, etc. This is important task. This is urgent task, and so on. So for this project, I have a lot of tasks. Okay, now let me go back to this task. So this task has assigned to somebody, and this is what we do. It has priority, it has starting time, it has due time, and what is amazing also here, what we can add. I can add a checklist. What for example, what do we mean by checklist? For example, in order to add this task, Sheikh and Muna, they must upload an audit report. Okay, and they must upload an audit schedule. So this is now if Sheikha and Muna go to their teams, they find this task assigned to them, and this is what I request from them: an audit report and audit. So once they do this, they go to the task, okay, and they can upload. Okay, they can upload the required document. They attach from computer and they can upload. Okay, once it's uploaded, okay, it's done. It's considered done. They click here, audit report is uploaded, audit schedule is uploaded, and then they click the task is done, and it's considered as completed down here. Okay, so now I assign the task to my team members. They have developed, but here if I check the task and okay, I check the task and I see that the upload I'm not, you know, the upload is not done, I can make it incomplete. You know, I can bring it back to incomplete. So complete, it go here, incomplete, it goes here. Okay, so any project, any meeting, anything, it's a set of tasks, it's assigned to somebody, and you request outcomes. You know, for example, Dr. Sandhya is requesting, or a QA department is requesting a document from everybody every day. Let me show you in the department here what I have done to see the advantage. Here, for example, I have my daily task here. Okay, and I have the deadline. This is assigned to me. This is assigned to Shema. This is to me, and we have they have completed 4 tasks. For example, completed by Muna, and then I can see that she has uploaded all what I asked her for, update the QA manual with the policy, blah blah blah, and she updated the QA manual as per the time, and that's it. Complete by Muna, and so on. This complete the proof committee. Okay, it's completed. Also, I asked Shaima to upload the proof. So all the uploaded tasks, and I have some remaining tasks here, right? So this is how you manage my daily work. Then what is amazing here, I don't need to send an email to Muna, please do this, please send me a file and a reminder, because Muna, when she opened Teams, she knows what tasks are assigned to her. And even let me show you here an amazing thing. You receive, for example, here in Microsoft Planner, you receive an email said you are late. Your task is late. This is the reminder. You see, I'm late. So you see, it's an automatic reminder to the task. So you don't need. So for example, instead of sending this reminder to Shema, it's a waste of time. Then I can do something else. Okay, and the system will remind and the follow up. What is amazing here? I can see the task here. I can you see here the menu here up. Okay, this is the dashboard. So this is the menu. Okay, and here I can see the task by list. This is amazing. You can see, and I can see to whom assigned, the priority. It's a dashboard. I can see what are the completed tasks. Okay, which tasks are completed, which tasks are active. I can see the task as a board, and this is amazing thing. This is the dashboard. So I can see here that I have 4 tasks completed and 4 tasks are late. And I can see who is late. All right, who has completed. So it's also a matter of monitoring the efficiency of the team members. Okay, and I don't need to remind them. The system will remind them. Just I can see the dashboard. I can see what are the completed tasks, what are the late tasks. I can see also I can see the task by schedule. Okay, which task are scheduled this month, which tasks are scheduled this week. Okay, and the filter, let me go to the board. The filter is amazing. I can see the late task only. Okay, I can see the due task by priority. I can see the task of this week. Okay, I can see the task of tomorrow, the priority. Okay, there is no task tomorrow, no task this week, etc. I can see the task of next week. I can see the task available per date by priority. I can see only the task assigned to me and what is the status. I can see the task assigned to Mona and what is the status. Okay, so I unclick myself. I see that Mona, she doesn't have task pending and she completed 3 tasks. Okay, so the filter is amazing, and I can see the schedule, the dashboard based on the filter. So you can do, so this is dashboard. So now when you do this task, you have to follow up this task. And we are so busy to follow up and we forget the system will do everything. Okay. Now what I have done more than that, so I have all the tasks here, my daily task. I put my operational plan here. You see, I have 34 tasks in my operational plan. And it's difficult to follow up with the Excel sheet. So I put all the tasks in my operation plan here from 1 to 34, and I assign every task to everybody with the date, etc. And then I can follow up my achievement operation plan. I can see what is the late action in my operation plan, what is the due action, what is the urgent action, what, you know, so every action in my operation plan, I put it here in planner. You can add, you see the plus here, you can add as much as a planner you want. You know, I have a planner for operation plan. I have a planner for my daily task. I can have a planner, for example, I can add a planner here right now because I'm the secretary of UAC. I can add a planner for UAC here. Okay. And of course, I can add all the member to UAC. Of course, this is not the right place. I should create teams for UAC, and then I assign the action out of the UAC to the relevant, the follow-up items, you know, and I can see who has achieved the follow-up items or not. So yeah, this is basically the planner. And what is amazing here, it's linked to Outlook. As I said, if you are late, the planner will remind you. And also I have the mobile application of the planner. It has a mobile application. Then I can follow up all the action on real time, and I can assign action on real time. Okay, so for example, and there is no excuse, you know, that I didn't see my email or I didn't know about it. Okay, or I forgot about it. There is no excuse, even for me of anybody, because we have now an automatic reminder. The task is assigned, and you can imagine now the number of emails that we save. The number of emails. We save a lot of emails because I don't need to send a reminder. Every morning I look at the you know the chart or the dashboard. I can see what are the pending action, what are the completed action. Also, I don't need to attach, you know, like email document whenever a person complete. All right, a task, the person you know, upload the required document. So there is no attachment in the email. There is no email. There is no attachment. I can also follow up the completed action, the pending. I have a full dashboard. I can filter. I can list. I can see on the schedule. All right. So I can see what are the tasks for next tomorrow, and I see it on my calendar, and also I receive it by email. Okay. And if I install my planner on my mobile phone, also I receive a notification on mobile phone. So there is no excuse that I forgot, and there is no need for reminders. So everybody now will know which tasks are assigned to that person, what is the deadline, and they receive automatic notification. There is no need for email. There is no need to attach, because once they finish the task, they can attach the document needed for this task. So everything is here. And as a department head, I can see, I open my dashboard. I can see here, I can filter, for example, what is the task this week, tomorrow, today, what are the late tasks. I have 4 late tasks here in my daily task, of course. Okay, I have 4 late tasks, and then I can later, you know, I don't need even to talk to my staff. Then if they open the dashboard, they have this late task, and they will receive a notification from the system. Okay, and sometimes I can ask, for example, this person why you are late, and then with good justification. So I have a full dashboard. I can list, I can filter whatever I want, and this is a complete task management system. I can integrate this calendar with Outlook, you know, so I can see all the tasks. I can have buckets here per project, and I'm advising you to put all your operational plan on this planner and then follow up. Because in the Excel sheet, you cannot follow up. We have a bunch of action, and then it's difficult to follow up. And then if you don't follow up, maybe you are late and you have low achievement. And this is will be an issue later. So please put all your action plan here. as I did here, and then put the right date, the right responsible person, and then you can see the dashboard here. Okay, so this is just an example. Any question? Please add quickly, because I want this training in the lab, but you know, due to you can add quickly task planner and add some action to your colleagues in the team, in your committee or department, and then play with the add task. You can remove a task, you can do whatever you want, you can copy a task, you can assign, you can move it, you can delete it. Add some task, add some deadline, assign this task to some person, check the chart, check the schedule, you know, check the dashboard, check the list. See what are the completed, what are not completed. You can due date, you can see by priority, you can see by assignment here, right? So please play with it. And the most important thing is to add your operation plan. It will help you to manage your operation plan for a better achievement. So here, using this planner, you know, one of the advantages, as I said, is you save a lot of emails of reminding, and this is a lot of money, as we have seen. It improves your efficiency in your entity or your committee. Everything is know what to do and when to do. The outcomes, as I mentioned here, for each task, you can add what is expected here. For example, here, I need 2 outcomes of this task. No? I know what is expected in terms of document. I know my task. I know it's clear. And this is the beauty of management and the quality, is to know what to do. Everything is clear. Everything is automated, and everything is efficient. And we save a lot of time, and I delegate the headache to this planner, the headache of sending email, receiving reminder, etc., attaching document, all is delegated to this planner. Okay, any question? Is it clear? It's part of the quality assurance and continuous improvement of the management in your entities. So this is my job, to improve, to remove the fat, to remove the waste, you know, in our operation, in our meetings, in our emails exchange. This is my job as a quality assurance, to improve the management, to improve the operation, to improve the communication. Any question, please?
So Dr. Reed, this is Hilal again.
Hilal, yes.
So this task manager has to be always under a specific team you establish, or it can stand by itself in the team?
No, it should be under a specific team.
Okay.
يعني it cannot stand by itself. لأنه, of course, you cannot give, before giving a task, you must have a team, you know,
Yes.
to whom you give a task,
Okay.
or to whom so you must have a team. And here, as I said, you can create as much team as possible. For each committee, you can create a team. This is one thing. And then under each team, you can create as task planner as possible, you know. Here, because here I cannot confuse my daily task with my operation plan task. I did one for my operation plan and one for my daily task. And I can add one for my personal, you know, like to-do list, you know. You can add as much as possible. So now if you want to give another task to another team, for example, you have another committee, or, you know, or another program chair, you have, sometimes you have a meeting, you know. You have teams that meet for specific issue, for example, develop a new program. You create the team for this new program, and you create the documentation management system, because you're going to create a document, appendices, blah, blah, blah. And then you assign task. This member will do the feasibility study. This member will do the, I don't know, the requirement from Moheri, the syllabus. This will do the program specs. You divide your task and you give a deadline, and you follow up. Okay, So whenever it's needed, you cannot have like a task planner without a team, because you need a team to execute this task. And then it doesn't need to be a department. It can be any ad hoc committee, any ad hoc team, you know. And then under this team, we are here to meet to do this. It can be by project. All right.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I asked Dr. Sandhya to attend because Dr. Sandhya now is working on the sustainable action, and she can do this through task. You know, she doesn't need to send an email, etc. So everybody know in standard 1, for example, standard 2, what to deliver, and she can give a deadline and then what is expected as supporting material, and that's it. Because she tried to do this through a Microsoft project, but it's not shareable version, it's desktop. So, and instead of sending a reminder, etc., she can do all of this. And I think when the OAAA they visit, they will appreciate it because everything is managed, the communication is clear, the efficiency is there, there is no waste, and this is a kind of improvement in our management and our collaboration and communication. Any question? So you can imagine this is one of the tools that are in Microsoft team, but unfortunately we are not using them. You see, I click here, we have a lot of applications. This is one of the tools, and all these tools are here to improve our communication, to improve our collaboration, to improve our documentation system, to improve our planning, to improve our operations. So this is one of the tools that unfortunately most of the university they pay for teams and they use only for meeting. That's it. So I hope now that you benefit, of course, from the documentation management system and all of these features, but mostly you benefit from your task planner and avoid all this headache of emails and exchange and reminder of reminders. Sometimes I receive 10 reminder of reminders. You know, I remind you that I remind you that I remind you that to send that document on this time. So you can imagine the chain of emails and the waste of emails writing, the waste of time, and you can benefit from this time to focus on your outcomes, to focus on your work, to focus on your research. Okay, any question?
Can I follow up with the like
yes.
more clarification? So I understand
yes,
this the Teams has all these features, and this is a subscription kind because the UOB has already subscribed to Teams.
Yeah.
Now, is that I have heard like UOB is moving toward automating most of our processes in here. Is that happening? And when that happened, if that happened, would there be any project management software along with that? So people, I'm sure, would be again trained to get that. Is there something? Is there like something happening around that? So people would, you know, again, you know, they will get training to that software.
Thank you, Dr. I think this is what I showed you. I have a certificate of project management, you know, and I used Microsoft Project, Primavera 6, and so on. This is what I showed you is project management. You know, it's about, you know, in project management, we have actually to divide the task, to hire the right person to develop the task, to monitor the task, and to achieve the outcomes. For a specific project with a clear scope and so on. What I showed you is a project management, you know, tool. You know, the tools that are available are Microsoft project for Microsoft, but unfortunately it's a desktop. It's not a server, so we cannot. So we come back to the old story that I develop the project file and then I send it back to you by email and so on. This is useless. The automation that you talk about, I think you talk about the ERP system that the university is buying. This ERP system will automate some processes, you know, some processes, and this again, it's good to automate some processes and to remove the waste and to improve the efficiency of the processes. But Teams, what I presented today is part of the communication and collaboration. It's part of the management. There is a difference between improve the management and automate the process. Okay, so automation of the processes is part of the quality assurance and the improvement. But today I gave you a tool to improve your communication, to improve your documentation. The ERP system will improve other processes. Again, HR, finance, purchasing, all of these processes. And unfortunately, in the current scope of the ERP, I don't have the process of documentation management and quality assurance. For that reason, I'm lucky to have this in Teams. So if I don't have it in the ERP, at least I have it somewhere else, you know, to improve my process. So the ERP is something else, I think, is to improve the process. Here we are talking about to improve the communication, the collaboration, you know, while implementing the process. And when you implement the process, it's a set of tasks. You know, so the process is a set of tasks, and then here we are automating some tasks, and we are managing the task. So it's not about automating the process; it's about managing the collaboration process. So just maybe in there is another tool. You know, now I talked about documentation management and planning and so on. There is a very nice tool. We deal with data. Everybody is dealing with data. You know, and then we collect data, and then we analyze data, and we exchange again Excel sheet, and you analyze, you send the Excel sheet to somebody else, etc., without any collaboration, you know, and this also waste of time. So there is another tool, maybe another training, it's called Power BI, which is also integrated with Teams. Power BI, Power Business Intelligence, actually you have like you know, a set of data, and then you generate dashboard and report. And this is what we need, at least in the senior management or as a head of department. You collect a lot of data, and then you have to analyze this data and present them in a dashboard. This is also integrated with Teams. So this Power BI is there, and unfortunately we don't take any advantage of it. Just to show you an example here, if I have an example of data here, maybe, and then how to generate, and this is requiring, you know, for example, I tested this as table contain research, you know, data and how to generate the dashboard through whatever dashboard here, you know. So just to show you that this is integrated, you know, so we select the type of dashboard, etc. And what I need to do is basically create the file that I need. Yeah, I create a file here called, for example, simple research by color, you see. And then this file is integrated here, and then I can use Power BI to generate the dashboard automatically. You see, new report. If I go back to here to my file, just to show you that we have a lot of tools that can make our life easy, but we don't actually take advantage of. For example, I select here, and then I go to my dashboard, paste, and then I paste, and I can generate my report automatically, and you will see that it's generated automatically from the data here. You see, for example, the number of research by college, as example. And then you can imagine the number of indicators, the number of dashboard, and in your college, just you need to update this Excel file collaboratively, you know. And then as a head of department or Dr. Aboud, for example, can see all the KPIs here through Teams, can share this specific KPI, you know, with the right team, with the right person. We can generate automatically the annual report of the university without any headache. Just we need to collaboratively put the right data. So this is another feature that we are not taking advantage of it, unfortunately. But we have a lot. We have a lot of features. Power BI, for example, is a tool that instead of creating the Excel sheet, analyzing the result, presenting the copy this into report, and then sending by email, and you can do it once here, and everything is generated automatically. And we deal with a lot of data. Every department is dealing with a lot of data. This needs another lecture, another training, but just to show you that everything is there, and we need to dig a little bit to take advantage of these tools which are available, which are part of the package. And unfortunately, we are not taking advantage of them. And these tools help us to save time, to save effort, to make our process efficient, to remove the waste, to save money. All right, they are there. Just need to dig, learn them, and then apply them. All right. So today we have seen basically how to manage document and how to do this planner. And this very advanced. I used personally in QAD and in my personal tasks, even home tasks. Yeah. Any question?
Thank you so much, Dr. Walid.
Other colleagues, thank you, Dr. Hilal, for the question. So please try to use it. It's very helpful, you know. And this is what I can say. This is I learned, and I want to transfer this knowledge for you to help you and to support you. And again, if you save half an hour a day, removing this waste of communication, maybe this half an hour you can work on a research paper. You can do something useful than sending or replying to a waste email of reminding about a task and so on. So if you don't have any question, I think Sheikh Hassan a forum for evaluation feedback. Please fill this forum. It's good to get feedback to improve for continuous improvement. And thank you very much. And I hope to next time we can talk a little bit about Power BI and how to do automatic dashboarding and so on. If you don't have any further question, thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you, Dr. Walid, and thank you for all participants, our colleagues, for attending this session. Inshallah, we'll try to organize another sessions also related to Microsoft Teams.
Inshallah.
So if you have no questions, see you next time, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.